won't be going over how like close the whole Western Conference has been as of late. And coming down with I don't know about like 9 to 10 games left in the season, you can just see uh, between the what is it 6th spot and the 12th spot, it's like a game and a half. So literally, all you got to do is win 2 games. Like if the Pelicans went on a 2 game streak and the Warriors went on a 2 game losing streak, the Pelicans will shoot up all the way up to 6. 37, 36, 36, 36, 36, 36. It's very, very close. It's so crazy that even the Rockets, they're not even fully eliminated from the playoffs yet. Uh, which I kind of don't know why. I don't think mathematically they could. Um, Actually, no, never mind. They would show it on the NBA thing, but on here, for some reason, Google doesn't show when you're eliminated from the playoffs. So scratch everything I said. Anyways, yeah. So kind of going down team by team. Nuggets pretty much automatically locked in. Grizzlies pretty much will say locked in. Kings pretty much locked in. And once we get to the 4-5 and like up to what is it? I would say yeah, up to the 12 seed. The Blazers probably most likely aren't. They're on like 6 game losing streak at the worst time possible. Um, it's very close, and all teams have kind of been mediocre. Like Suns 5-5 in their last 10, Clippers 5-5, Warriors 4-6. The Thunder have been going crazy, 8-2. They're making a statement. They're 36-36. They're tied for 500. Um, and they've been pretty solid at home, and I mean, not the worst at home, but definitely not the best. So it's just a bunch of things going on. The Suns don't have KD. Obviously, when KD comes back, the Suns are gonna make the playoffs definitely. I'll be very, 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 very surprised if they don't. But yeah, with KD, like I think they're gonna be fine. So these are like four very strong teams right here. The Kings have been like the excitement of the year. Last year, I would say the excitement, like the most exciting team or like the most surprising team last year was the Cavs. This year is definitely the Kings. De'Aaron Fox has been playing out of his mind. Um, Malik Monk, I bet the Lakers wish they never got rid of him. Um, yeah, so the Suns, Katie's coming back soon. Not much to worry about. The Clippers, on the other hand, made the Russell Westbrook trade. Things have not been looking like how I don't know they kind of wish, and Paul George as of last night just got injured, right knee sprain, and is planning to be out. Is probably gonna be out for the rest of the regular season. So it's up to Kawhi and Russell. I'm not worried about Russell staying healthy, but for Kawhi to stay healthy and to get wins, like they've been 5-5 with Paul George, so I don't know, they're gonna have to do something to make sure they can win without him. The Warriors, probably one of the biggest mysteries of the year. 29-7 at home and 8-29 on the road. Makes no sense at all. But they're currently in the 6th seed, so they're currently out of the play-in contention. But like with how Thunder's been playing, the Thunder can easily overtake them, and then the Warriors would have to be in. Might get dropped down, like because they're only half a game back. Because either the Thunder and the Mavericks win, and then you're out of and you're in play-in. The Jazz have been making a statement, and after the Donovan Mitchell trade, no one was really expecting much from them. They thought they were going to tank for Wembanyama, but looks like they're trying to hold on to whatever they got, and it looks like it's been working for them. And yeah, so the Thunder, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's been good. Jalen Williams is Rookie of the Year candidate alongside Paolo Banchero. That team has been surprising. Last year having been one of the worst teams last year to being one of the best teams now. And this was down their number 2 pick this year. If you guys remember, Chet Holmgren was their number 2, and he got injured at who was it? It was at some sort of run, like a pro-am run. And yeah, Chet Holmgren got injured because of LeBron. So yeah, that was crazy. The Mavericks, I'm sure the Mavericks will be fine. They got Kyrie and Luka. I don't know how far they would go in the playoffs, but for them to make the playoffs, I'm pretty sure they're good enough. Uh, Although they really struggle at the like defensively, especially like in the paint, because they don't got a whole lot of big dudes. Like it's they got two guards, and then they got a lot of like they got some 3-and-D wings and stuff like that, but they don't got really much of other shot creators like Spencer Dinwiddie that they did have. Um, so it's kind of an interesting uh, thing for them, and there's been like chemistry issues between Kyrie and Luca, but I'm sure they'll figure that stuff out. It's just the matter of them winning some games because they choked a game against the Grizzlies, and then yeah. So whenever Luca gets back, because I think he's injured right now, I'm sure he'll be fine, and all that. But yeah, also the Grizzlies. I forgot to mention get John Morant back tonight against the Rockets. Um, if the Rockets were able to beat them, I would be very very surprised. But you never know. The Timberwolves had a good game against the Knicks where Julius Randle scored 52, and yeah, the Timberwolves. I don't really know what's going on, and they also didn't have Anthony Edwards when they beat the Knicks. They've been a very weird team this year, um, very questionable, and I mean Karl Anthony Towns comes back soon, so that could be a little bit of a boost for them. And here's the big talk of the town: the Lakers. Currently 6-4 in the last 10. Austin Reeves had a big 35-point game. They have like two good games, a really really bad game, and then they have like a good game and then two really bad games. Like they're very very inconsistent. So Austin Reeves 35 for a win was good. They lost to the Rockets when they shouldn't have because they decided not to play Anthony Davis. Just poor decision making. Overall 19-17 at home, 16-20 on the road. When LeBron gets back, I'm sure they'll be fine. I definitely see the Lakers. Like I'm sure if the Lakers were to ever get into a series against the Jazz. Oh no, okay, what am I saying? Oh, so against the Nuggets, that'll be a very interesting series because, Jokic's defense is definitely not a MVP caliber asset of his game. So to go against Anthony Davis that's locked in a ramming, desperate LeBron, I don't know how they would really live, how they would really survive that. The Grizzlies, that'll be a good matchup. The Kings, they're again the Kings having like one of the best offenses in the league, if not the best offense in the league. The Lakers defense would definitely need to pick up. The Suns, I'm pretty sure the Suns would beat them. Clippers, that could honestly go either way. The Warriors, that could honestly go either way. And honestly, I don't know how to predict anything else. Like, if they ever went against the Mavericks, that would be a good series, although came down to a buzzer beater by Maxi Kleber a couple games ago. The Lakers are just a weird team as a whole. Once LeBron gets back, we'll see what's going on. But I'm sure they'll make the playoffs. I'm sure they'll be fine, but you never know. The Pelicans, without Zion, I don't even know what this season is for them. Because not having Zion and, Zion only playing, like, I think 20 games, and I think he's only played 29 games out of his like first couple seasons or whatever it's been. Like he's not been healthy at all. A lot of people are concerned about Zion's weight and think it's affecting his game, which could totally be true because he's like 60 pounds over average weight and he's like 6'8". Although it might be like a lot muscle, it's just hard for him to he's like really young, but it's already showing effects on his body that it's not good longevity wise. And yeah, that's kind of like the summary of what's going on in the West. It's Stephen A. described it as the Wild Wild West, and I fully agree. It could change up every single day. The matchups tonight. Let's look at the games tonight. So, the Nuggets versus Wizards could be good for the Nuggets. the Warriors versus the Mavericks. That's actually a big game because the Warriors need that win to I honestly don't know if is it going to be. I'm pretty okay. So they're on the road too. So this is an even bigger game for the Warriors, because they don't want to. What would their record be? Their record would be 8-30 on the road if they lost this one. So they would need to win against the Mavericks, which have been a pretty good team at home, 22-14. They got to make that one happen. And they're very close in the standings. The Mavericks could overtake the Warriors if they win tonight, so that would be kind of crazy. The next versus the Heat, a big Eastern Conference matchup. Pacers, Raptors, for play-in purposes, yeah. Bucks, Spurs, throwaway game. Rockets, Grizzlies, big because John Morant's coming back, but other way, really a throwaway. It doesn't really matter. Sixers and Bulls, the Bulls need that one to stay in the playoffs. Hawks, Timberwolves, that one's close for that one's close just because Timberwolves need it and the Hawks both need it. I want to see what how the Hawks are doing. Yeah. I'm sure that. Okay, so the Bulls win, they'll be 35-37, and the Hawks will be 36-37. So I think the Hawks can live without winning this game, but because I don't think they might really catch up with the Heat or the Nets. They're just a weird team in general. I don't really know what's going on there. That's definitely one thing. All right. And then let's look here. Oh wait, was I looking? Okay, I wasn't looking at the wrong thing. Jazz, Blazers. It's a must win for the Blazers, and the Jazz also need to win it. And then the Suns versus Lakers, massive game for the Lakers. No, what's the name? No LeBron, obviously. No KD, but it's gonna be like Devin Booker, Chris Paul. Those the average Joes, and the Suns. So yeah, that's a must win for the Lakers. Every game for the Lakers is a must win right now. The Suns could afford, I guess, losing the game, but just for mojo purposes, they probably would rather not. I don't think no team wants to lose, so But yeah, it's coming down to the wire. In the Eastern Conference, it's very top heavy. You've got Bucks, Celtics, Sixers, Cavs. Those are pretty much locked. The Knicks are also a lock. The Nets are also a lock. The Heat are also a lock, I would say. But yeah, so it would be like the Bucks maybe versus the Hawks, Celtics versus the 7 seed, so maybe the Heat 3, 6, 4, 5. That would be an interesting matchup. I'm interested in the Cavs the next one, especially. All right. As of right now, it would be Nuggets versus Mavericks, Grizzlies versus Thunder, Kings versus Warriors, Suns versus Clippers. So yeah, that's currently how it's looking. That Suns versus Clippers series would actually be really interesting. Both healthy. The Kings versus Warriors, that would be huge as well. Yeah, that's currently how it's looking. Tomorrow I could probably make another video and it's gonna be totally like foreign. Like Lakers could be all the way up here, the Warriors could be all the way down here. Like you don't know what to expect. Yeah, that's pretty much what's been going on around the league with these crazy games. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. Comment down below your guys' predictions, what's going to happen, and yeah, hope you guys enjoy. If you did, please remember to drop a like and subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.